Hello, welcome my dear friends. 10 fun games that you can play in your class to enhance speaking skill. Are you interested to know that? The 10 fun games are show and tell, pick and speak, word building, sentence building and many more. Welcome to the Spoken English Development Series and I am Dr. Rajni Rao, your coach and friends. Well, my dear friends, you know that in the order of LSRW, that is listening, speaking, reading and writing, which covers the whole language development, speaking is very important, and especially in the early years and for our early learners, these activities can enhance the strength in the muscles around mouth, cheek and chin. So let me give you the 10 games that you can play in class to enhance the speaking skill, and the first one is pick and speak. Well, so okay, show and tell. We will start with the show and tell. Children can get their own toys or manipulative about which they want to talk, and you can do this in the mother tongue as well. So now if we choose this, what is this? We all know that this is a crow. So we can encourage children to speak at least 3 to 4 sentences about this common bird, which is crow. So what can we tell? This is crow. Crow is a bird and we see this bird in our neighborhood, and this bird says or makes the sound ka, ka, and this is how we can do this activity. The next activity, game number 2, is pick and speak. Well, you can provide children with some fruits, vegetables, toys or cutouts or flashcards, and the child can pick any of their favorite fruit, for example this one, and talk about this. 3 to 5 sentences are sufficient, and this activity is called as pick and speak. Number 3, word building. This can be played for the junior class. So what is that game? We can start with a word, and the word is ant. So when you say ant, now listen to the last sound t, and you can make another word which begins with the t sound. Here it is top. And what could be the next word? It could be anything like pen, pit, pig. And here it is nib, ending with b sound. And this is bet, ending with t sound again. So like this, you can have picture cards, you can have word cards depending upon which age group you are playing with, and or else you can simply play this game orally, and this game is called word building. Number 4 is sentence building game. What is that game? So let's assume this is the manipulative that I am using for this game. And the sentence building game is, look at this object and you must start talking about this object. So, and the next person will relate to one of the detail in the previous sentence and start making new sentences. For example, this is carrot. Okay. The second person will say, carrot is orange in color. The third person will say, pumpkin is also orange in color. The next person can say, I love pumpkins. And next person may say, we need pumpkins in the Halloween festival. So it starts from carrot, and you can see we reached up to the Halloween festival. My favorite festival is Diwali. We light many lamps in Diwali. So like this, you don't know how the concept, how the topic can navigate and take different route. This is a wonderful game that you can play with junior or senior KG kids. The next game is topic building game. And what is this game? Look at this. What is this? Milk. And now the children who are playing, let us assume we are playing with the short group of 5 to 6 kids. The kids who are playing this game will give one information about only this topic. We are not changing the topic here. Unlike the previous game, each and every child will give one information about milk. So you can say milk is a liquid. Milk is white in color. Cow gives us milk. We can make curds from milk. I love to drink milk. Okay, we must boil milk before drinking. So like this, we must see to that there is no information left out which we know about milk. This is also a wonderful logical game which can also enhance the speaking skill in children. The next game is memory game. Well, what is this memory game? In a new way, let us take example of body parts. So what we will do? Again, we will play with 6 to 8 kids in a short group. So the first child will say head. Okay. The second child will also touch the head and say head, and he can choose any other organ. Okay. The topic is parts of body. So head and ears, and the third child will say head, ears, nose. The fourth child will say head, ears, nose, mouth. So like this, you can just go on and you need not feel you need not use the same order. You can actually from head you can straight away go to toe next time, and you will see along with memory, speaking skills also will be enhanced. The next game is the story chain. So what we can do for this game? Can you see we have some very nice flashcards. You can guess the story. So this story is about the monkey and the cap seller, and we have different narration of the story in this card. Hope you are seeing all this, and you can tell the story or narrate the story using these flashcards, and children remember the story through pictures. And what you can do later, you can now just pull out a card and say, what do you think what's happening in this part of the story? So children will look at the picture and try to speak and tell what happened during this phase of the story. Or you can also ask them, now after this, what happened to this cap seller? What did he do? So now you can also ask, you can pull this card set, and what do you think this monkey is doing now? So like this, you can ask various comprehensive questions, and children will definitely love to speak and answer. So the next game is Who Am I? Riddles. So who am I? What is this? So children will now we can place a quiz. So we need this to eat. What is this? Or who am I? I am a spoon. So we need this to comb our hair. What is the answer? Comb. So we need this to cut papers. The answer is scissors. We need this to measure. What is it? It is a ruler. So like this, you can make some riddles. Who am I? And the next game is what comes next. This is a fill in the blank question type of an answer. Okay, so here the children will have to fill in the missing word. For example, we see sun in the sky. You can add day sky as well. So we see moon in the night sky. We see the twinkling stars in the night sky. We see traffic lights on the dash. Traffic signal. So like this, you can ask a lot of what comes next, that is fill in the blank segment. And finally, the 10th game is tongue twister. You can have some simple tongue twisters like Betty bought a bottom butter. The butter was so bitter, Betty bought some better butter to make the bitter butter better. So like this, you can have some simple tongue twisters. It can also be a one-line tongue twister as well. And you will see children loving to play these speaking skill games and enhance their speaking skill. Well, my dear friends, hope you have all benefited from today's session. Please share with a teacher who would love to do these activities in her classroom. And I will see you in the next episode. Till then, bye-bye.